idea.
Wow.
No, I know.
Wow. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, try and sum up that wowness more eloquently.
It's extraordinary to be here tonight. That's all I can say.
Do you ever get used to, you know, they love you here again. The signs are they're all yours. They're in the palm of your hand. Do you ever get used to it?
No, never. Honestly, I trained as an actor in this city, and I left that drama school 8 years ago, and it's about a mile north of where we're standing now. And I used to come into because we'd finish classes at 6:30 in the evening, and I'd be coming into town for a bite to eat or a drink with my friends, and I'd see these huge premieres, these huge films, and I'd think, oh, one day that'd be nice. So to be here today, it's mind-blowing.
It's fun because you got the film stuff in London, or the film stuff in London as well. It's quite nice bringing it to a new setting.
Absolutely. I mean, well, to bring it to a new setting and also to have it made by a London crew. There's a lot of London blood, sweat and tears in this film, and I take my hat off to them. They are carpenters, they are set decorators, they're stuntmen, hair and makeup artists, you know, visual effects teams, camera boys, the sound crew. So I think London should be very proud of this film.
How much fun are you having playing Loki? Because it looks like you're just loving it on screen every minute.
He's a fun character, you know. He's the god of mischief, and so it's my job to turn up on set and have a mischievous time. It's a great proposition. Yeah. It has, yeah. I wonder about it. I mean, it's a huge compliment, honestly. That the idea that there's people who are so desperate to have one, that there's a petition and there's however many tens of thousands of signatures on it, and you know, I still can't quite believe it. Of course, I'd love to do it. You know, I'd love to find a way of making it work, but it would be a complicated process, because there is no Loki without Thor. You know, the whole point about Loki is he defines himself up against his brother, so I'd have to read a lot more comics and a lot more Norse myths. But then I also have these ridiculous ideas, like him coming down to earth in the 70s and running a nightclub and you know, working with rock musicians and generally creating havoc. So anyway, who knows? The future is bright. Yeah. Nice to see you too. So, right.
I never thought I'd hear superheroes compared to Shakespeare, but I suppose it kind of makes sense with those brotherly relationships, kind of that tension between families.
Here's the thing. Obviously, you know, Shakespeare is like our greatest literary inheritance, and is what my experiences outside these films. But I think what Stanley and Jack Kirby tried to do in a post-war America is they tried to construct a light-hearted mythology. But basically, all mythology is founded in the same archetypes. It's fathers and sons, it's brothers, it's star-crossed lovers. You know, so okay, we might not be speaking in iambic pentameter, but the themes are the same. And as an actor, that's where the juice is.
Tom, thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Okay, so how does it feel to be back in London, where most of this film was filmed? Good.
Oh, it's fantastic, honestly. You know, actually, as a Londoner, you know, I was born here. I trained as an actor here. I started in a theatre around the corner from Leicester Square at the Donmar Warehouse, which is where I met Kenneth Branagh. And so you know, we made the first two films in America, and to make the third one here was extraordinary.
How much pressure is there to make sure that you get all those little details right? There's so many fans here that know all those comic books. Do you feel that pressure kind of to make sure that everything's spot on?
You know, I've had that pressure before. When you perform in Shakespeare plays, there are people who know Shakespeare plays inside out, and so I'm sort of used to it in a way. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's good to be answerable to people who share the characters with you. Because you're representing something. You know, Thor and Loki have been in the popular consciousness for thousands of years. Been in the comics for 50 years, but so you sort of owe it to them to pay attention. You know, it's just like any performance. The devil is in the detail.